Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So on Sunday when we were doing the video clearing up all of the silage just behind me, we got this skip delivered. Thanks to Hale's Skips who watched the videos, they've dropped us off this bin and they said we can fill it up with metal, we can get rid of all of our crap, all of the rubbish and put it in the back of this skip. So this is going to be brilliant. And if you could do something positive today and give this video a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. So check this out. Brilliant, that's a proper skip. I know some of you commented to get a big old skip in. That's going to be brilliant. I can put every bit of crap inside this skip. That's going to be brilliant. Lovely old job. At the moment we've got the passenger off because we've been doing some other jobs bringing cattle home. Sorry about the cattle content. I haven't been down at the Broads filming the cattle recently, so that's why I haven't seen any of that content. But you will see some cattle content over the next few months. And we've just dropped the cattle weight off. I'm just picking up that trailer which I filled up the other day with all of that rubbish. We'll just dump this load in the field. Then I'll put the cultivator back on. It's a bit of a shame really. I haven't got the second tractor yet because it would have been handy, because this has got to go carting again tomorrow and it would have been nice to do some cultivating tomorrow instead of carting. There we are. I've got a couple of demo offers, might take them up on it. Alright, so I've been pretty busy recently, not just with farming and content and all that good stuff, but I've been quite busy designing new merchandise. We've now got a new Christmas range coming out. We've got Defender hoodies, t-shirts, iPhone cases, and we're also looking at more Back British Farming merch, as you guys seem to really like that. Sorry about the bleeping, it just... I'm going to speak to a John Deere technician, but I've tried to turn it off. We'll get a demo hopefully towards the end of the week, something which we've been waiting for a while, something I can use. I kind of missed the T7s a little bit. New Holland I drove earlier on in the year. I missed the little T5, that was a good little tractor. Why does it have to... Right. So as I was saying, we've got some more merchandise coming out. Go and check it out. There's some available now. We've got the reindeer hoodie, which is quite fun, a bit of a play on the words. We've got a deer on the front of a hoodie, and then we've got Back British Farming on the back. We've then gone for the Defender merchandise, which matches, the hoodie matches with the Defender. The t-shirt is like more of a heritage colour. That's a paler green. And then we've got the iPhone case, which is like a dark green. And I think you guys will really enjoy that merchandise. These bales will go through the muck spreader pretty easily. And I now leave this dump trailer in the yard and I put the horse muck every day in the dump trailer so that when the dump trailer gets full I can then bring it out to the field rather than going to the field every day with a bucket. It's a bit of a nuisance. And actually it works out pretty well. It was one of your recommendations, a subscriber had mentioned it, and you know, I take some advice off you guys. You tell me what to do, I do it. Cool, bloody hell. Car was coming out there quick. Car just drove past us there like lightning. You'd be so careful when you pull out onto the road, but those people just go so quick nowadays. Just put the hazards on. Yes, I want a tractor which I don't have to put AdBlue in, which doesn't bleep at me all day. An old school rig. And the reason why I say about these new tractors, is because they're going to have to last now, because of what's been going on in the world, because of the lack of subsidies for UK farmers, because of cost prices, high fuel prices high, crop prices low. UK farmers are going to need their tractors to last a long time. Now, the tractor market in the UK has always been a good one for tractor manufacturers. They've always been able to make some bread, as I call it. The trouble is now, with the subsidies going, with the cost of everything going through the roof and the crop price being low, we're going to see a lot more farmers holding onto their kit and a lot of tractor companies being less interested in the UK market because they're going to be interested in parts of the world which are doing really well, like Brazil, Argentina, America, Canada, you know, those other parts where they've got big ag and they're doing well. You know, there's still big ag here, there's still some agribusiness here, but the market is so small for these big companies like John Deere, New Holland, Case, C&H, you know, all the big players. They want the big farms nowadays, but they also want people who are successful. I know this because before everything changed, before all of the world went kaput, shall we say, I used to get so many offers from companies and about brand deals, about my channel, about social media, and ever since the world has kind of not been the same, shall we say, things have changed in a big way. The marketing budgets are around at the moment for investing in the UK farming market or agricultural market. The average age of a farmer in the UK is about 59, and the children 9 times out of 10 work in the cities nowadays, or they work somewhere else, and the farm will probably be farmed by a big agribusiness. A big company will jump in, sell the agribusiness company, farming the small family farms like a massive 9RX or 8RX or something like that, and that's just where it's going. Yeah, the market is pretty small at the moment. It's only for the big tractors or a few big farms. It's becoming more and more like that all the time. So yeah, it is a shame. That's how it's going. That's how I think it's going anyway. The market for small tractors will be cheaper tractors, as I've said, Kubotas in the past, and many other more affordable brands. And there will be a market for people who want to get into sort of small scale, like small holding farming. You know, with our business, with our farm, we might need some smaller tractors in the future for the equine stuff we're going to do, rather than actually commercially farming. So you know, you got to adapt and change with the times. So I might focus a bit more on grassland, like silage for the horses and straw bales, things like that. I enjoy silage, and I'm only just getting into it over these last few years. I've been getting into it. I find the way to make money with your machinery, really the best way, is to have your own business, producing something, selling something, especially nowadays. The equipment's always on our farm, so if I can help a neighbour and charge a fee for that, that's something I do now and then. Yeah, so now the land's a little bit drier. When we came on here and it was wet the other day, it's now dried up quite a bit, and I can get onto this piece of land and just finish it off and do all of this work for this farmer, and then it's all done. But I think we'll focus more on grassland. That'll be where we can earn a living in the future. Grassland and, you know, demonstration. I know a lot of you guys enjoy the tractor content, you know, the demos, and I do apologise that we haven't done much livestock content. However, the way the world is going, a lot of people are choosing a more like a vegetarian lifestyle nowadays, or meatless lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I have to be really careful with livestock content nowadays. So you know, that's why you won't see so much livestock content. There have been some incidences in the past with the plant-based people, shall we say, who prefer that lifestyle, and you know, do what you want to do. We will bring some content back of that in the right time. But it's just, as I said, it's just the way the world's going at the moment. There's some people with some different views, shall we say, and you know, I've got to ultimately protect the farm and the animals on the farm. So you know, that's number one, you know, above all else. And I hope you guys understand that and appreciate that at the same time. You know, I'm with the cattle all the time in the winter, and you'll see them in the Day of a Life of a Farmer video. Hopefully we'll get some great content of our red poles, the native breed. Somebody did ask me the other day, why do we have red poles? For the red poles, we used to have these massive blonde Aquitaine continental cattle, and they used to eat a hell of a lot of food, and they required a lot of grassland as well. And unfortunately for us, our Broads grazing isn't very good. It's poor quality grass, and we just couldn't provide them with the food and nutrition they needed. So we went down the red pole route, and we've noticed you send them out like, you know, small little red poles, and then they come back like these barrels, little barrels, run off the trailer. And the red poles have been a worthwhile endeavour, so that's why we have red poles. They're more cost effective for the farm, they do better on less, they'll eat really poor grazing land and they'll do really well, and they're awesome, we love them. We think they're quite, you know, they're pretty, they're part of Norfolk, they are a Norfolk breed, so that's why we've got red poles. And with regards to, you know, how we can make some money out of the red poles, we're going to start selling some of the beef, if we can, if that's something we can possibly do. We might do it online, so you guys could maybe go online and order some of the beef, or we might do it in person, but it's becoming so difficult to do things like that. At the moment we're just watching what's happened like everyone else. We're just, you know, sitting and waiting on this fertilizer thing. You know, are the prices going to come back down to a reasonable level? A lot of people are talking about growing spring barley next year, all of the wheat farmers, which is quite funny because we've been growing spring barley for years as a low cost crop, but that's only because our farm is quite light anyway, but we were also growing the cover crops, so you know, it's something we've always been doing, and now everybody's trying to do it. we have always been on our farm a low cost farm. We don't want to spend too much money every year. You know, if your farming budget every year is 100,000, ours is probably 20,000, you know, on sprays and chemicals and seed and all that. So it's a lower cost, it's lower risk. And we've always said if with the arable, if it makes money, it makes money. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it's one of those things. You can't put too much into it. As you can see, I've got the birds around me now. Typical. It is sad, you know, at the moment. It is sad, not just with farming, but socially. You know, we need to be friends with each other. We need to get on. And I'm so looking forward to Llama, the agricultural show, which will hopefully happen later on in the year, next year, because it'll be nice to see everyone again. See all of you guys. You know, we used to be able to do things like meetups, meet and greets, chats at shows, events, talks. I do hope we can still do that, because if we can't, then what sort of a world do we live in where we can't speak to each other, you know? It's a bit sad. And as I said, guys, we've got all this new merchandise coming out for Christmas. We've got Defender hoodies, t-shirts, iPhone cases. We've got John Deere 6R posters and cushions. Put one in the cab here. We've got stickers, finally. Olly's Farm stickers have been developed. It's all coming very soon in the next few days, and I'll release it on Instagram. Go and follow the Olly's Farm Instagram page. We've got the new one, the official Olly's Farm Instagram page. Go and follow it, and in the next few days you'll be able to check out the new merchandise. You know, there's so many different moving parts to Olly's Farm at the moment. It's not just being on the farm, being on a tractor. It's filming, editing, farming, contracting, uploading, designing merchandise. You know, I was talking yesterday about the Defender. Well, not only is that car now earning me money through appreciation, it's going up in value. We've now developed merchandise for it. We're filming content on it, and it's a place to keep me out of the rain. I can film things inside it. So we're making money out of the Defender in different ways, 3 different ways now. So, you know, just try and turn a negative situation into a positive one. If I'd have bought that 50 grand pickup truck, and that's what I was quoted, 49,000 from Toyota in Norwich, I wouldn't have been able to have as much fun or add as much value to people's lives with that pickup truck. So it just goes to show, you know, be positive, keep trotting on, as they say in Norfolk, and hey, you just never know what you might be able to accomplish and achieve. So thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to finish doing off this cultivating for this farmer I've been doing it for, and we'll finally be able to take the cultivator off and start doing some other work towards the end of the week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.